basically anyone. You're like the other main character, aren't you? Even though the person you really want to see is like Isekikahara, who doesn't give a shit about you. Let's have a read, shall we? So, Iori Fuyusaka is sleep deprived from the nightmares she's been having. She discovered... Let's have some tea, actually. That's nice. What did she discover? She discovered that her classmates Juro Kurabe and Shu Amaguchi have been having the same dream too. My word. The ally from the future. The boy in Iori Fuyusaka's dream that appeared before her in his robot looked like Shu Amaguchi. What? Okay, fair enough. Iori Fuyusaka remembered the dream where she and Juro Kurabe searched inside a UFO, the kaiju disappearing villages, not villages, civilians. The countdown is all sounded like something from a sci-fi movie. Iori leapt through time. I've not seen that and I really want to. I think I even own it. I should. While cleaning the science room... Hang on, I don't think I internalised that at all. Oh yeah, I see. While cleaning the science room, Iori Fuyusaka was enveloped in a mysterious bright light. When she woke up in the nurse's office, she recalled seeing him in her dream. And Iori Fuyusaka returned to the science room in hopes of seeing him in the future again, but instead she found out there's someone else he cares about. No! The boys! Oh, look how sad she is. Then she's happy again. Yay.
Miwako's taking a while. She said she had some papers to deliver, right? To the art room, I think? Yeah.
Miwako's back! Let's go for all these as well. I don't know why, I just really enjoy the way she says that.
Every day I have strange dreams. They keep me up at night. So sleepy. Whenever I think about him, my heart starts racing. It's like love at first sight. If I said that, would he laugh at me?
I wonder how they do that filter. So I'm a bit of a programmer, bit of a programmer. I'm learning programming in a program called Game Maker. So it's it's for babies. But I've done a bit on shaders, right, which is how you typically would do that effect. Maybe it's just the video that's playing, actually. No, that would have to be a shader, surely. So the way you do, because once you realize how shaders work, you see them everywhere. Because it's just a really good way to have quite complex effects. And you go, oh yeah, I should be constantly making use of this. I'm looking at, so by the way, I'm looking at all this kind of cloud stuff. Because it's quite complex movement. Oh, it would be two things at once. That's how you do it. Yeah. So, let's say you have fire, right? You want to draw fire? We've known how to draw fire for years, right? You go back to, like, BBC computers, like micro basic computers, I think it's called basic, and you'll have pretty decent flame effects. I think they look better in pixel, and I'm pretty sure they use the same technique. So what you do is you have like a simple picture of a flame, like a cartoon flame, like a teardrop flame. Don't even include any detail. You just have the red, the orange, the yellow, maybe the white. I don't know, right? And then what you're going to do, if I remember this correctly, is you have a gradient, right? When I say a gradient, it's going to be black on the bottom, white on the top, and you're going to fade slowly from one to the other. So with that gradient, that's sort of directional information, basically. We know that we can make it flow. Let's put it a different way. That's a bad example, actually. That's how you do a fire. For my game, I wanted my door disappear, and I wanted to do it in a kind of random melty way. So I had a random blotchy gradient. So it looked like what would it look like? You know, like patches of black spots that fade slowly into the white background, right? And what it does, it says, oh, let's delete. So my door needs to be, it starts solid and I want it to slowly disappear. Delete all the white in that picture. Now delete the white, the next colour closest to that grey. Delete all the sequences of greys up into that black. And we delete that black last. Or the other way around, it doesn't actually matter. And that's how you do an effect like that. But what you do is you start layering them. So to that flame I'm talking about, you want it to sort of sine wave or some sort of mathematical number, right? To make it flicker. But you do something else as well. So this, I'm looking at it. I'm seeing, because I'm not seeing any repeating patterns. Clever. But it's probably two shaders, right? Or it's probably a shader that has two gradients or something. Because it's not as simple as just applying what I would do. It's doing something. I'm not seeing any repeating patterns. Well, it's going on for ages. And a gradient would have a fairly obvious repeating pattern. But a flame, the way that flickers, doesn't, because you're using maths to generate random numbers and stuff. I'm really interested in how they did it. But it has to be a shader. Because it's too complex to be... Like, imagine animating that. That'd take you goddamn ages. Although it could be just maths, but... If it's maths, then it's a shader anyway, John. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm just curious, that's all. Like, if you ever want to have a coastline or a flame, use a shader. It's just the best way of doing it. And I know they use shaders because they use them for the shadows.
Iwo-chan's my good friend.
So everyone uses
gentle,
shaders.
Kind, loves talking about romance, even though she's shy with boys.
That's a good bit of acting there.
Usami-chan sits at the desk in front of mine. She has red glasses, braids, and seems a bit weird, honestly.
Because she's from the future!
A giant UFO buried underground. Was it a premonition? Oh, that's crazy. Maybe Nat-chan's getting to my head. Once she starts talking about UFOs, you'll never hear the end of it. Gotta love her, though. 2089 Monster Dreams. 2089 Monster Dreams. 2089 Monster Dreams.
I don't know, that might be my new favourite.
2089. That's what year it was in my dream. He said he'd gone back in time 16 years to find me. If that was a real premonition, something's gonna happen in the year 2105. That's 120 years from now. Monster Dreams. That's right. We lost the fight and ran away. A monster was chasing us. And the person with me was... Koto-senpai. When did I get so obsessed with boys? They keep showing up in my dreams.
tread softly, for you'll tread on all the boys in my dreams. Anyway, sorry, Tommy, I've been standing here just thinking for quite some time. So that's what I mean. So when I walked up to her, it hadn't applied the light. So if you want like an outline on your character, a shader's a really good way of doing it. Because otherwise you're just trying painstakingly drawing around a character. And I've done that on several occasions rather than just using a shader. But sometimes doing the long way round is just mentally easier than going, oh, if I could, I just have to do the smart thing. Anyway. The reason I learned shaders, because I didn't want to, because what Game Maker does is it simplifies all the programming language. So it says, normally it would take somebody 10 pages to write this, but we're going to infer most of what you mean, and we'll reduce it down to 1. So like if you forget, you've got to end a command with a semicolon, because the programming language when you use goes, right, that's what you want to do. And if you forget that, it will combine it with the next one. But Game Maker goes, okay, that's a sentence right there, so we're going to assume you meant to put a semicolon there, and we're going to do that in the background. And it sort of does that with everything. Apart from shaders. You don't fuck with shaders. You've got to do that properly. And that's why they're harder than everything else. Because the clever thing about shaders is... well, it's not like, oh, shaders are so clever. It's that it forces you to understand how projection works. Like, you just sort of assume that, like, if you look at the scene, especially with the parallax, right, you can sort of envision the sort of paper, like a bunch of paper characters standing all in front of each other. Like, as the phone is in front of my hand, which is in front of my face. And you understand that there are layers going on, right? That I'm currently in front of Tomei, but I'm behind this, and you can sort of imagine how that's all drawn out. Although this is extra clever because it's doing weird parallax stuff, and with the floor, it's tilting it and stuff. Which again, the way you do that is, I mean, they're literally angling it. It's not 3D. They're using old techniques to do that. It's really clever. Although they might be using 3D. 3D would be easier. But it's simulated 3D, right? I mean, it would be regardless. But like, anyway, what's the point I was making? Yeah. So like, no, that's not what's going on. There isn't underneath this character here. There is nothing. There's nothing underneath this character. You don't need to draw stuff that isn't there. It's only there when I move out of the way. But like, and the thing about shaders is that it's literally the process of going, this pixel is going there on your screen. You're programming something directly what's happening on the screen, and it can get all very weird. Yeah, there's a video by a guy, and he starts off all his videos going, I'm not a programmer and I'm not a mathematician. And it's like, these are such... maybe you should consider yourself both, because these are like the best videos I've seen on those. Anyway.
What's up, Iori? You look bummed.
Just thinking about shaders.
Huh? I'm fine. We're going to Tsutsuji today, right? Miwako did say she
Hey, we're going to see.
wanted to stop by the record store. She wants that new Idol album, right?
That's how people talk. That Idol album.
There she is.
Yay!
Keep you waiting.
I'm sorry that we left you in another world.
You know what? I saw Natsuno-chan just now, but hey, the bus is here.
No, let Mariko finish talking.
Save it for later.
No, how dare you? Oh, hang on, are we gonna pick another treat? We should have like a banana sundae. Do they have those in? I don't think. I've never had a banana sundae. I only know that from American films.
The sun's already gone down. It's because you were waiting on me. I'm sorry.
Oh, stamp on her. Do you know what? like when I finish this game, I want all these backgrounds. Is there a way to get all these backgrounds? Because these backgrounds are amazing. Also, I want to track down all the backgrounds from Ghost in the Shell, which is something I should have done ages ago. But look at this! Look how fucking good this looks! Okay, have you looked at it? Okay, cool.
No, I'm sorry, Miwa-chan. We couldn't even get the record you wanted.
Aww.
I can't believe all 3 stores were sold out.
This city has more than 3 stores.
It's getting kinda late. My dad's a worry ward. Maybe I should call home.
You have parents?
There's a phone booth over there.
Ah, remember phone booths. Actually, I guess Zoomers probably don't.
You gonna call? Yeah.
Nowadays we put defibrillators in them. Defibs. We put those defibs in. It's gonna be like a Mr. Anderson.
Hi, Dad. It's me. Uh-huh.
That was a quick call. She didn't even say goodbye. But it's not a genuine phone call unless you spend like 30 seconds going, right, bye, yeah, see it, bye, see it, see you later, bye, speak to you later, bye, bye. That's what I hate about American films, where it's like, give me the president. Fine. It's like, that's so rude, say goodbye to them.
How'd it go?
And I don't know if that's a film thing or an American thing.
He wants me to come home ASAP. Figures.
It's always just like, no, come the fuck home. Alright, bye.
The train's probably fastest.
Oh, what's going on there?
Oh. What's wrong?
It's the anti-Miwako.
Do you see that guy?
He's been in our school for like 20 years. They keep holding him back.
Oh, yeah. It's the bully from before. I thought so. Pompadour dude? What about him? I think it was last week. He was harassing us by the school gate. You got harassed? Dude, everything okay? Luckily, Nenji-kun stepped in and saved us.
Nenji's the best character.
He did? Dang. What now? Should we go around the other way? That'd be best. Come to think of it, I've seen a few guys like him.
Got like a gang.
They've been hanging around our school lately. Come to think of it, they've been...
Hey, what school are you from? Didn't they tell you not to roam around after dark?
Buddy, we're in the middle of the road.
Who's this geezer?
I'm Heizo Onishi, Police Force, Juvenile Division.
Uh-oh.
You may know me better as Onishi the Ogre.
He's gonna take us into custody.
What? Sorry, I was just trying to wrap my head around. Juvenile, does it? What? Is that a thing? You can't... Like, an entire division? This is... Okay, this... I'm going to have to look this up at some point. So, I'm wearing a dressing gown if you think this looks weird. I'm just... It's the middle of the summer. I'm just... This flat just doesn't regulate heat very well. And I just... Anyway, so, I see a lot of the things in anime about, like, gangs. Like, I know what Yakuza is, obviously. But, like, just gangs. Just... Gang... Like, team... Like, they do... That dude over there, the bully, right? He's in a gang. but so's Nenji, and so's that girl. I've forgotten her name, Yuki. Like they make this big thing of it, and I'm like, is this just a trope or is this a thing, a real thing? Because like if you think about Harry Potter, like all those tropes, half of that isn't real. Like half of that is just British people going, oh, that's how our schools work. Although saying that, I never went to private school, so some of that might just be private school stuff that I don't know about. No, I don't want to talk about Harry Potter, because fuck turfs. But yeah, it's just the sentence juvenile division was. My brain went, what? Like, how do you have that much time to in your police division to like? Yeah, let's dedicate an entire section. Like, is there that many issues in Japan with youths?
Judging from the uniform, you're from Sakura High. It's 8 o'clock. What are you doing out at this hour?
Well...
In the 80s?
We were shopping for a record and it got dark before we knew it. It's true.
It's dangerous for young girls like you to be out on the streets at night. The reason doesn't matter.
Well, then take us home then.
We're sorry.
If it happens again, I'll write you up. Now hurry on home.
Oh, fuck you. Take us in. Don't just tell us to go home. You could have just given us a lift. It's dangerous.
Does this mean we're juvenile delinquents?
Yay!
You look so happy about it. Oh.
There was a wrestling character, I've forgotten her name now, who was like, yeah, I'm a juvenile delinquent, and the announcer was like, she's not a juvenile, obviously. I don't like Michael Cole, but he is occasionally kind of funny. But just very, very occasionally, like once every 3 years. Like, very occasionally. But,
Uh-oh. They're here, too.
I actually like that wrestler as well. I've forgotten her name.
Those guys are his buddies, right? What do we do, Iori-chan?
Oh yeah, it is. Fucking dickhead! We could have told him about the bullies.
Well, well. So we meet again. It must
done
be
it now.
destiny. Come with me. I'll show you a good time. I know the perfect place.
Wajima!
Oh, thank fuck.
Onishi the ogre.
Don't tell me. You're up to no good again.
I haven't done anything yet.
Don't say that phrase.
Run along home. Or would you rather come with me?
Damn it.
Thank you so much.
Just hurry up and go home.
Again. You could just drive him home.
Just hurry up.
You had me worried there. Let's go.
Yeah, we're going to Sitsuchi. Yeah, I'm that's a difficult word to pronounce. It's gonna be wrong every single time. These have been long episodes.
You ambushed us in front of the station and forced us into this creepy alleyway.
For fuck's sake,
Don't let them
Wajima,
get away with this.
if you just drove us
They're on
home.
their way.
Oh, shut up! Wajima-san has something to say. So listen up, will ya?
Not Wajima, Onishi.
Hey, knock it off. You know, all my life I've been shit out of luck when it comes to women.
Dude, you're a teenager.
Until now. I'm telling you, girl. The moment I saw you, I knew you'd be mine.
Okay, I'm not actually certain he's a teenager because of, he looks like he's in his 30s, but no, he doesn't. He looks like he's in his 20s, but he's young.
Get it, Wajima-san?
No.
I consider myself a man who minds his
Yay!
own business. But I can't abide by this. You need to leave those girls alone. Get out of here. Now.
Who the hell are you? Another poser, huh?
Hard of hearing, are we? Don't say I didn't warn you.
It's you.
You better not be messing around.
He's got a gun that just shoots Neji at him.
Oh, damn it! This bastard's a boxer.
Neji, not Neji.
A tad rusty. You got a few hits in.
Thank you. But why?
Mere coincidence.
You're lying.
They must have heard the commotion.
Are you guys okay? Usami-chan! I got the cop.
Care to explain what happened here, Wajima?
We beat him up! Yeah! It is the 80s, but
I feel much better with the policeman here.
it's the 80s.
Thanks, Usami-chan.
Yeah.
You should have just bolted past the ticket gate. You're such a slowpoke sometimes. Sorry. Anyway, how'd you get out of this mess? A really cool guy came in and saved us. You mean
Don't
the
tell
one who
him.
ran downtown? Yes, that's right. I wonder what school he goes to. I wonder where he is now. I might never see him again. If I don't run after him, I know I'll regret it. Even if he turns me down, I have to tell him how I feel. Sorry, guys.
But your dad
It
wanted,
has to be him.
wanted you home immediately.
He's nearby.
Only he would punch boys. Those bullies.
Where did he go?
Look at these two, having the time of their lives. Oh, where's their computer game? Memories they had. I bet it'd be really sad. Why do you hide behind lampposts, my dude? I know a strange effect there.
He has to be somewhere.
If only we weren't restrained to these, like, two screens. Get off the road!
Hey,
Huh?
oh,
I
sorry.
hope-
I thought you were someone else.
hope that guy turns out to be a main character. Guy who looks... I want him to suddenly start showing up in everyone's stories.
Is that guy looking for someone too? He's gone.
He's in the telephone! I was there!
There you are.
Oh, his memory's gone.
You. Were you following me?
I wanted to tell you something.
Don't. If you're seen with me, the men in black suits will go after you too.
Black suits?
I'm being hunted. Do you get it? Now go home. All right?
Oh, so that man I saw over there.
Probably should have warned him.
I've got you now. Damn it. Let go of me. Don't even think of drawing your gun here.
Watch this.
Yeah!
Oh.
Also,
Reckless. Look out.
You're not getting away, Sekigahara.
okay, we can only do ramming speed once.
Just run. Forget about me.
Is this girl with you?
No.
The hell's going on here?
Perfect timing. Give me a hand.
So women and children are fair game, huh?
What?
I don't stand for that, buddy.
Arrived at destination.
Over here.
Why am I going with you? Oh, I will, but
Right.
we should be wearing helmets. It's incredibly dangerous without a helmet.
That girl. She seemed to be associated with the men in black. Did you recognize her?
No, it was too dark.
I see. You might want to hold on a little tighter. You're gonna fall.
Okay.
Where do you live? I'll take you home.
Finally, somebody's taking her home.
It's now or never. Hey, I know this is sudden, but I need to tell you, I love you.
We've just met.
What's this all of a sudden? Some kind of prank from this era?
It's not a prank! I know you already have Shinonome-senpai. It's probably awkward to hear this from me, but even if it ends up breaking my heart, I just needed to tell you. I needed you to know how I feel.
There seems to be a misunderstanding. Ryoko-san is not my girlfriend.
Huh?
I spent a lot of time alone back home. Parents weren't around. So she stepped in. Looked after me like a big sister. She's family to me. In that sense, I do care for her. I want her to be happy.
I think she gets the concept of family.
You mean it?
Middle school was a rough time for me. Haven't heard a thing about love since I was a kid.
You are a
Until
kid.
now, that is.
So she's not his girlfriend after all.
You know, it seems the two of us are bound by fate. What would you do if I told you I'm an assassin from the future who came here to kill you?
Oh yeah, of course he was. Yeah, I didn't even
Wouldn't
consider
matter.
that.
I would still love you.
A guy whose name you don't even know?
Well, yeah.
Buddy, I know your name. It's a cute guy.
You feel that strongly, huh? Didn't see that coming. My name is A. Sekigahara.
Hey.
A. Sekigahara.
And there's B.
So, I haven't heard a no.
I don't think you phrased it as a question, but
Let's get you home. Don't follow me again, alright? I'll be in touch.
Okay.
But these have been long episodes. Iori Fuyusaka is unlockable. The love begins! And more importantly, she's over 80%. Oh yeah, that was quite a long one. Protagonist with the story is at over 60. It's currently at 9, so I can unlock. Can resume if I want to. But I'm not going to. Who are we going to play next? Fairly obvious choice there. I kind of like saving Nenji. the Natchan event. Hey. Right. No, that was a long episode. Like, it's the 10-minute ones that I should do fights in. Had I been thinking, had I known when I started this series, I would have saved the fights for the really short ones. And just, like, anything above 10 minutes, I would have just not done a fight for. So I, you know, put them out a bit long. Space them out a bit more. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. I wonder if I'm going to do any more today. I'll have a little bit to think. Not that much of a think, because I'm currently recording, but maybe a little bit. Let's have a look at the mystery files, though. If there's anything new here. He's fallen for Iori Fuyusaka and doggedly seeks a relationship with her. Okay, that's apparently important. Ryoko Shinonome was like a big sister to Sekigahara. Spent a lot of time alone with his parents weren't around. To Sekigahara, Shinonome is family, and he only wants her to be happy. Aww. While holding on to Sekigahara as he takes her home on his motorcycle, Fuyusaka confesses her love for him. Again, apparently quite an important detail because it's down here. Right. Well, I'm going to save my game, and I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I've been John Proxy. I'll see you guys next time. It's Aegis Rim 13 Sentinels.